Hello everybody, this is Mithril Zenith, and welcome back to The Last Promise. This time we're going to Chapter 5X, An Eternal Hunt. We are in this fort, an abandoned fortress. We should rest here where we have the chance. Alright, shall I set up camp? Yes. Tell everyone we're stopping here for the night. Oh, that's the sound of a lot of units moving. Sir Siegfried, I have returned. Storm, you seem hurried. Is something missed? Is something amidst? Or did you say amiss? I scrolled too fast. I missed that. I spotted a group of knights and shaman heading this way. They bear the flag of Magnus. Could it be the Golden Spear? Where are they coming from? Do you think they've spotted us? How do you know it's the Golden Spear unless you've seen them yourself? All you know is it's knights and shaman. What makes you think that that could be the Golden Spear, outside of rumor that we heard once that the Golden Spear was in the area? This could just be any Magnus troops. But thank you for having psychic knowledge, Siegfried. They're a short distance north of here, stationed on a cliff. I doubt they are aware of our presence so far, however. If it truly is such an odd mixture of horseback and shaman, I think it may indeed be the Golden Spear in pursuit of us. But horseback and shaman are exactly what you fought in the castle before, and that was not the Golden Spear at all. So why suddenly does horseback and shaman instantly mean that the Golden Spear is in charge, when he himself is neither horseback nor shaman? That's the one thing that I'm a bit confused about. I get that they're trying to hype this guy up, but why be so oddly specific? He may seem foolish, but he and his forces are both very strong. I'm doubtful we could take them the way we are now. However, escaping seems just as risky as a feat as fighting. We've only just stopped here, and everyone is tired. It is your decision, Sir Siegfried. So, we have the option to entirely skip this chapter. I think we're going to play the chapter. We'll fight them off, inform Sean and the others. You'll be joining us in this fight, Storm. Yes. We're in quite the tight moment right now, and it's for moments like these that the chief sent me with you. I will alert everybody immediately and prepare to fight. Sean, we have to defend ourselves. If we can hold out a while, perhaps they'll tire and retreat. The terrain here might help us limit how many of them can attack us at once. We definitely have to use every little advantage we can to get to win this one. But that's enough of that. Everyone, to arms! I love this map theme. It's so good. So say hello to our new unit, Storm. Now, the very first time I played through, I missed Chapter 5X, and when I got Storm, he didn't have Stormbringer. But he had a longbow instead. I wonder if that's intentional. Anyway, Stormbringer is a personal bow. It has 10 might, 8 weight, and gives him +2 speed, though it does slow him down by 1 because of his con, so it's effective +1 speed. There's a short bow, which is 1 to 2 range and improved crit rate, and a killer bow, which is a killer bow. Overall, his stats might not look impressive. Starts with C rank in bows, and he's a nomad. He's actually pretty good. The only downside is that you don't get him back until fairly late in the game. Now this chapter is interesting. Cid, the halberdier. Even Siegfried can't take Cid. Plus he has a spear. And just to mock you, the game gives him boots. Just to mock you. Because you can't honestly take this guy out unless you trained Siegfried a ton, somehow ferry him up there, and get him to take them on. Because you also have these generals to deal with, who have insane defenses, plus this guy in the middle has a spear. As if to mock you as well, you have an arena over here. One of the only maps in the game with an arena. It's a timed map, which honestly I prefer the arena to be on timed maps just so you can't arena abuse insanely much. I mean, as a player, I prefer abusing them, but As gameplay-wise, I prefer that if there are arenas, have them on time-limited maps. The rest of the enemies aren't too bad, but they're certainly a lot stronger than the rest of the enemies in the normal game. For instance, these shamans actually... Well, the shamans are actually the weakest part of his army. But, like, these horsemen actually have reasonable base stats. And steel weapons. Some of them, at least. And 9 cons, so they're not slowed too much, but they're slowed a little bit by steel lances. So, first of all, I want to grab these ruins over here, and I think it's best that Inanna do it, because then she can actually return to the fight. Oh, whoops. Well, we'll just equip her javelin. That'll be fine. Does anyone need the Lance Reaver? Actually, the Lance Reaver on Siegfried wouldn't be a terrible thing to have. Yeah, I mean, I gave him the Slim Lance right now, but that honestly is not strong enough. Slim Lance might be good for Sean, if anything else. Nothing else. Because at least it doesn't slow him down. I'm just gonna form up like that. This map is designed so you can choke the point pretty easily. Siegfried, once again, just getting crits. Non-stop. Good. Good. Do it. Oh. He chooses to attack the person who can't attack back, even if he deals no damage. Interesting. I don't care what it takes. Find the rebels. Yours are to crush them the moment they're sighted. Visit these ruins. Ooh, hello. Hello, mysterious person. Say hello to Tekken. You're some sort of traveler? You shouldn't be here. These ruins aren't your typical ruins. The ether in the air is extremely concentrated. It's like poison to most people. You should leave. But take this killing edge. And the music remains ominous to this day. And then it stops. So yeah, we get a killing edge from Tekken. Because he can give us one. Because why not? Actually, Sean can use that killing edge. Decent effect. Ugh. I hate how these forests limit Kevin's movement so much. I really wish he had a javelin too. In order to get him a javelin, I'm gonna have to do something stupid. Yeah. Standing on this forest, enemies are gonna have a hard time hitting Siegfried. Which lets us snipe at least this guy with Storm. Stormbringer is a very good bow. It's... I mean, it's no Fujin Yumi, but it still has 10 might, 75 hit, 5 crit, and gives him +2 speed. Let's give Kevin that javelin, because why not? This choke point is far too annoying to try and push through everyone. I'm gonna send Sean over so we can get the Killer Lance. And how does this fight go? I mean, it goes in Kevin's favor, technically. But still. Since Kevin can't actually hit anything, it's still a bit Depressing. Oh yeah, and the reinforcements never stop. Oh, that's a killer lance. That is a killer lance. That could have been pretty bad. Low hit chance because of Siegfried on a forest, but still. It's those random killer weapons. That's this game seems to love. Loves it so much that it made weapons that have even more crit than killer weapons. Yes, there is a weapon with 55 crit that you can buy. I'm not sure I'd call it a good weapon because its other stats are so horrendously poor. But it's a weapon nonetheless. It is buyable. And it is terrifying. Okay, so... problem here is manifold. So all I want Siegfried to help out. Those shamans can actually do a lot to him. So he needs to stick in the forest. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, those shamans can still reach him. Another good level up, although he doesn't get defense. So it might frustrating. What's Kevin's odds like against these shamans? Not very good, actually. The shamans can actually deal damage to him. This is where the map gets a bit problematic. Especially since this guy's camping in a forest. Either way, we really need to kill this Killer Lance guy. Like, nothing else matters. We just need to kill that guy. And take his lance. Which no one can use right now. Except Siegfried. And not as close. But still, she can't quite use it. Yeah. This map is pretty much designed to taunt you into coming north, because, ooh, an arena. Ooh, boots on the boss. But at the same time be difficult enough that unless you've heavily over-invested in Siegfried, you will not have any hope of getting there. Though you do get 13 turns, the reinforcements do not stop. You will always have a new shaman and cavalier every single turn. I hope this music isn't blasting you out too much, because it's a little loud in my ears, but I know that, at least in my mixing, it generally, desktop sound is generally lower than my voice. If it causes any problems, I'll fix it later, but at least for this episode, I hope it should be fine. It's really just because this one map song in particular is pretty loud. I don't necessarily mind it because it's a good song, but it's just a bit loud. Everyone attacks Sean because they don't want to attack Siegfried. And they can't deal damage to Kevin. Of course, these shaman have pretty low stats, but because they have decent damage on their magic, they're still a threat. 19% hit for 11 damage. Okay, then. Thanks, Nosferatu Shaman. Yeah, if all those shaman hit, Siegfried would have died this turn. That's how powerful magic can be. That's how annoying it is. The enemy has a lot of magic. Why can't you hit anything in front of you? Storm, you're a disappointment to us all. I mean, Arthur is pretty much designed to take out those shaman. But getting him there without getting him killed by, well, everyone else, all the other cavaliers, is a bit of an ask. I can't reach. Gosh dang it. Okay. And they have that choke pretty well choked. Oh, except that guy decides to run away because Storm didn't kill him. So he's just gonna come back and be annoying again. Okay, if that Nosferatu guy hits me... If that Nosferatu hits me and kills me just because that guy hit me, just because I switched to nothing, or if both of these Flux Shaman hit me, why am I even speaking my thoughts out loud? Come on. One more. One more. 29% chance. Okay. We can do this. And we're safe. Okay. How's that for most stressful player phase yet? Well, enemy phase, not... How's that for most botched sentence yet? Tamiko has C rank saves. Yay! Kill this guy. Siegfried and the Nothung is literally a I want that thing to die in particular button. Nana can take out that shaman. Can she do it with the javelin? She actually doubles something with the javelin now. That's nice. And level up. I think this is 8 or 9? 8. Pretty good, pretty good. It's reasonable. Get an elixir. Certainly glad I killed that guy and not just dropping him to low. How's Hawes' Storm's resistant, not Hawes? Not good. Though I want to move forward, I have a bad feeling that moving forward will just lead to my death. Dun, 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 dun. He retreats back to heal up more. Interesting. Do-do-do-dun. 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 And yes, because he's not on a forest, he's actually getting hit now. Except for by that guy. That's nice. Yeah, this chapter, this Luckily, it's a bonus chapter, and the game warns you, is like, hey, look, this is seriously tough. And you don't really get anything else out of it too much. Aside from, I think, Storm's Bow. And a couple of other items, like that Killer Lance, the Killing Edge, the Elixir. The potential to get boots, I guess. If somehow, I guess you have, like, an over-leveled Inanna by this time? Maybe? Maybe she would have a chance? I don't even know if that would be enough. Yes, this chapter is something. It is certainly something. How much damage would she take from this guy? So 8 plus 6 plus 6. That's 6 or 5. 12 plus 8 is 20. She would survive by getting hit by everyone, but just barely. But wait, she actually... I forgot that apparently that guy was lower on health. Okay, sure. I'll take it. Much as I want to charge forward with Storm, that is a very bad idea. How did I do this before? Because before I was able to actually use the arena for a little bit. Oh man, Inanna's almost ready to use the Killer Lance. Let's give that to her. Yeah, whatever. Now I'm finally pushing past the choke point. That guy's AI still tells him to heal and retreat, even though he was only down 3 hit points? Okay, sure. Whatever. I'll take it. You know, it's really sad that Arthur's availability is so terrible, because with his growths, he actually has potential to become a very good unit. But because he doesn't come back until pretty much the end game, it instantly makes him a lot less viable. I mean, same thing with Storm. Although Storm at least comes back a little earlier than Arthur. And I personally love Nomads. So, I mean, I'm gonna use Storm anyway. Because I can. And because that's what I did in my previous playthrough. And he turned out really good. So that's what I'm gonna do. But it's perfectly understandable if you don't, because, like I said, low availability turns a lot of people off. Punch through the face with a lance. Yeah, Corbin. Again, not the worst unit, but definitely not the best. Let's heal up Kevin. So then we can justify charging him forward into the enemy. Hit points, magic, speed. A good cleric level up. Who would have guessed? Keep charging forward, Kevin. Keep having insane defense. I mean, Kevin is what all Armor Knights should aspire to be. Tanky enough to make a difference. Because he happens to hit the breakpoints just perfectly, where the rest of the enemies can't damage him, even though they can damage everyone else. And because of that perfect hitting of the breakpoints, it makes Kevin very good for early game. Whereas otherwise he wouldn't be that impressive at all of a unit. Okay, now we need to kill off this guy. Yeah, Sean can survive. Thanks to the Draco Shield and Talisman, he should definitely have enough defense and resistance. Yeah, killing those units only have like 17 experience, was that? Not bad, but not worthy either. Not worthy of me coming there and impaling them myself, that is. I wonder if you can get him to say something different if you manage to kill off more units faster or something. I wonder about that. Why is that guy, that reinforcement suddenly... Was that a reinforcement or was that not? Because suddenly this guy has Nosferatu, and all the other shamans had... Oh, they all have both. Okay. Sure, we'll go with that. I wonder if... Like I was saying, I wonder if his dialogue is somehow different based on how well you do in the chapter. Like if you manage to get to the generals before that turn, does he actually start attacking you? I don't know. Truth is, I really don't know. Oh wow, I actually double someone. Thanks to that +2 speed. Thank you for getting that extra point of speed on level up, I think. Did you? Yeah, you got plus speed on level up, which suddenly makes him so much better. And what does Kevin get on his level up? Because the enemies are so much stronger in this chapter, it actually is really good for leveling up your crew. A really solid leveling chapter, if nothing else. That javelin hurts. Hurts real good. And I don't necessarily trust Sean to survive a Nosferatu. Coming at 15. Okay, so we'll take 10. And we'll take whatever from this guy. 18 minus 9 is 9. Yeah, Sean can't actually survive that. I hope I didn't just kill someone off. I'm being too aggressive here. And just really wanting... Can Arthur survive? 9 plus 9 is 18. Plus, let's see, 5... Yeah, he'd have to get hit by everything, but Arthur could die. Not that I necessarily miss him, but he's still a useful unit. So 6 plus 9. 12 plus 9. Gosh dang it, everyone, literally everyone, is right 1 hit point away from being able to survive the attacks of these jerks. Wait a second. I'm assuming that... Never mind, 2 hit points away, because that guy has 1 more point of strength. I think I just retreat here. Because Kevin can survive, And provided the Nosferatu shaman doesn't suddenly double. Good. So Kevin can survive, and Siegfried can definitely survive. Yeah, I couldn't kill that guy, so I just had to retreat. Or rather, I couldn't kill that guy without taking too heavy losses. What do you mean you don't have a vulnerary with you? You're the person who needs to have a vulnerary the most. And you don't have one. Okay. How do we do this one? Use the elixir so you don't die to the shaman. Yeah, just retreat, fall back, because no sense in pushing forward too much and losing units when I'm just trying to train them. Please tell me I didn't just kill him by equipping a javelin. Okay, javelin doesn't slow him down as much as the Nosferatu slows the shaman down. Haha. Kevin actually has decent speed for an armor knight. Not good, but decent. Pop, pop. Weapon level increase. Yes, I can use that killer lance now. Keep missing, Kevin. See what I'll do. Just keep missing and see what I'll do. I really wish that Storm actually came with his longbow still. But I mean, Stormbringer's fine. It's a good bow. It's just not a longbow. Heal a banana. Let's see what else we can do here. That guy is really quite annoying. He's very far on top of me. Both of these guys really are. And it's the shamans that are the problem because they just keep battering down. Why did they get like 2 rounds before they finally started moving again? I don't understand. Yeah, the shamans are really scary because they're the only things preventing Kevin from just charging forward and destroying things. Oh, those guys only have Flux, but that guy has Flux and Nosferatu. Okay, sure. Yeah, this is around the point in time where I should just say, you know what, forget it. Gained enough experience here, it's time to retreat. And Nana can't rescue him. He's too heavy. Her aid stat is only 13. You know, that's something that I never realized until quite recently, actually, is that the aid stat is inversely proportionate to the con stat for mounted units. And that generally, like, non-mounted units, the aid is 1 lower than they are. For horse-mounted, the aid is 25 minus their con. For Pegasi-mounted, it's 20 minus their con. So that actually really limits the aid stat a lot. Wow. I didn't realize just how much that affected it. How much damage does it do? 6 plus 7 plus... like 10? Yeah. I'll just myself like this, so only one of them... I'd make 2 of them attack me. Like this? Yeah, that way only... Well, 2 of them can attack me, but... And I'm not gonna die from 2 attacking me, it's only if 3 attack me. I'm at risk. Oh. Haha, you can't hit Siegfried. Not with a 21%. Although he was hit by a 19% earlier. Miss. Of course, his enemies love to attack the people who can't counterattack them. Yeah, this is a pretty difficult chapter. I don't know if there's any reasonable way to get the boots. Like I said, unless you are doing a Siegfried solo run, in which case your Siegfried will be so overpowered that he should have no problem charging up and at least getting to Cid. Taking Cid down might be a bit of a different issue. But yeah, Siegfried's growths and even EXP gain are so good. They're so good. I'm really tempted to do that. Let's do it this way. 50%. Okay, good. She's safe. A little worried there for a second. Because if she got hit and 2 of these guys attacked her, then she actually could risk dying. Corbin, a little EXP. Anyone else I can heal? I can heal Storm from the level up hit point he got. Give Tamako another level up. I mean, that's level 10 from... I forget if it started at 1 or at 3, but from 43 staff uses. 43, that's 860 plus 43. That's 900, so yeah, that's 10 levels. Yeah. Yeah, she started at level 1, and now she's level 10. Within 4 chapters. And that's not deliberately, like, slowing down a ton either. Just going at a reasonable pace. Okay, yeah. Last turn. Not much else I can do. Just let Inanna soak some EXP. And yeah, there you have it. That's the last turn, and now it's time to retreat. They're pretty tough for a bunch of scumbags. If we stay here any longer, we risk getting into a fight with the nomads. Retreat for now. We're not fighting any longer. And there we go. That is chapter 5X. You know, I like the theory of making a bonus chapter significantly more difficult, but then also making it optional even after you unlock it. I like the idea of that. So, all in all, like the placement of this chapter in the early game, but being, decently difficult. This is the one chance that early game enemies get to be threatening, and it does a good job of that. It does a really good job of giving you those choke points to sit back and defend on. If you don't want to move forward, it does a really good job of baiting you into moving forward, though, with the arena and with the boots on Sid. That's just a jerk move because, spoiler alert, he comes back later, and spoiler alert, he no longer has the boots. So you have to somehow be able to defeat him in this chapter, which seems impossible, like I said, unless you sacrifice every other unit for the sake of making Siegfried into a boss. By which point his EXP gain will slow down enough on the other enemies to the point where that might not even be possible. Without like insane luck and giving him that killer lance and this hoping for a crit. Yeah. Yeah, they deliberately make this chapter basically impossible to kill Sid on. Which I kind of like. I think it's fun. I think it's kind of funny actually too. How it's like, hey, we're gonna give you a ton of incentive to get to the boss, and then make it impossible to get to the boss, let alone defeat the boss, because the boss has the stats that he comes back with 12 chapters from now. Yeah. Anyway, pretty good chapter. Not bad. Writing still a little confused as to how shaman and horseman automatically make it, oh, that has to be the golden spear, even though that's exactly the type of enemies we fought last chapter. That's really my only complaint with it. If it was like, the only difference, like if he was the only person, if this is the only chapter ever to have shaman and horseman, then sure, it's fine. But I guess it was technically nomads, so whatever, that we fought last chapter, but it still was like mages and units on horseback that we fought. So I don't know, it made it a little strange, but I understand what they were meaning when they did that. Whatever. Anyway, like I always say, I'm Mithril Zenith. Hope you enjoyed the video. Leave a like if you did. Subscribe to the channel for more Fire Emblem content, and I will see you next time. Have a great day, everyone.